I'm buying a van right now. I'm on eBay. Let's have a look. Scrolling. Let's have a look at this one. How many miles? I'm looking for something around 100,000. This is good. About 119,000 there on the clocks. We're looking for the better engine of the two, which is the 1.9 TDI. Focus. That's the one there, 1.9 TDI. Basically, that's the engine with the turbo. So that's a stronger engine, a little bit more brake horsepower, and it's the one with the less problems. So that's the van I'm going to buy. I'm going to give this guy a call, and I'm going to see if he'll let me come and view it today. So just spoke to this guy here. He's going to let me come and view the van today. Basically, it's kind of like a medium-sized van. I was going to go for the smaller caddy version, but it turns out that would be a little bit too small, and I would only just fit a single mattress in there. It's going to be a little bit cramped, so I decided to go for a bigger van, a little bit more expensive, but will be worth it in the long run. Right, so this is the little plan that I've just drawn up for the van, kind of how I'm going to set it out inside. The inside of the doors I'm going to do in like staggered pallet boards. I'm going to cut them up. Same this side, and then the floor is going to be suspended so I can still get my tools underneath, and then I'm going to have my mattress on the top of here. These are going to be scaffold boards. Then I'm going to build in a little cabinet unit here out of pallet boards as well, so it's going to have a couple of shelves in there, as you can see there. I've built those in, and then the walls of the van are going to be pallet boards as well, staggered up. And then the base of the van, so like the bulkhead, I'm going to take out so you can kind of let the heat come through, I suppose, when you're going up the road, so that the inside of the van warms up without having to use too much electric with like electric heaters and stuff. And I'm going to remake the bulkhead, and I'm going to do these in the blue pallet boards. So they're going to be blue pallet boards, and I'm going to varnish them so that the blue doesn't come off, because it comes off otherwise. So I'm going to need a ton of pallets, I'm going to need a ton of scaffold boards, but first, let's go and check this van out. So I've just got here. Turns out the guy that was selling the van has just sold it. So I'm a bit gutted, really. But luckily, the guy that was selling the van is my dad. And the person that's just bought the van is me. So I've got a van, haven't I? Keys. And this is that van. So it's an ex-hire van, 2007 plate, about 120,000 on the clocks. So a good foundation for what I want to do. Plenty of life left in the engine and left in the chassis. Should fly for the MOT. Needs an MOT on it. It's been sitting here for a little while. It's a bit squeaky. So it needs a bit of a clean up, but it'll be perfect. So you can see the bulkhead here. That's what I'm going to be taking out today. And I'll probably take these seats out and put like some nicer seats in there. Maybe just go for one seat rather than two. But see what happens, maybe not. I don't think it's going to work because I think the battery's under the seat. So it might be a good place to put like my leisure battery that runs my electrics and stuff. But I'll figure that all out as I go through the process of building it. So in the back, so the whole thing is like ply lined out. I'm taking all this ply off today. I'm going to take all the ply up off the floor, give everything a clean up. And then the idea from the picture was to pallet board all of this in, but behind this I'm going to insulate it with like loft insulation, so like drywall insulation. And do the same behind all this lot as well, behind all the walls. I'm guessing my floor is probably going to be roughly about this high, so I can still get my tools underneath. So it should sit kind of just above where the wheel arch is. That should give me plenty of room to get like all my tools underneath where the bed area is going to be. Exciting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like insulation in here and then like pallet boards over the top. Cushy. Right, that's all of that side stripped out. Let's get the bulkhead out. Up the top of here, there's a trim all the way along here. Take this off, just pop out like that, and then there's some little screws along here. Hiya! Strip out all the rest of this side now. Rain's finally calmed down a bit, so I'm going to get a time lapse of me ripping the floor out. Let's do it. And that is what a van looks like when it's had ply lining down on it. 13, 14, 15, 16. 9 years. 9 years of dirt. That's disgusting. I'm going to hoover this up and then we're pretty much done. Stripped out. So the floor's still pretty dirty, but I'll sponge that down, clean it up properly before I start building the flooring. So, main plan for the van to begin with is going to be bulkhead first, put them pallet boards in there, then it's going to be suspended floor, and then it will be walls, roof, doors, and then I'm going to build my cabinet in. Obviously I'll be wiring it all as I do the panelling on the side, so all the wires are kind of run through the walls. And then under the double seater there, I'll be putting a, like under the bench, I'll be putting a Ledger battery and then like a little inverter for 12 volt to 230 volts. So I can run light sockets and charge my laptop and everything while I'm in here. So hopefully you're as excited as I am about this project. I'm going to take you through the whole process, so literally from like the last wire to the last panel being put in. I'm literally going to use as much reclaimed wood as I can. I'm going to try and make it as rustic and as cool and as themed as I can. I don't want to be putting in like laminated doors and anything, and you know, like when people build caravans and like motorhomes, they just use cheap looking stuff. I'm not using none of that. Literally it's all going to be completely themed, more like surfer style. And then when I've done the inside of the van, I'm going to buy a set of suspension coilovers. I'm going to lower the van, I'm going to put it on a set of like banded steel wheels, and I'm just going to make it look as dub and as cool as I can. And then obviously I'm going to have my Josh's Happiness logo up the side of the van. I might paint the van NATO green as well, but it depends. I don't really want to kill the value of the van too much, just in case I do move on in the future. So I'm going to try and not destroy the paintwork as much as I can, I suppose. So I'll probably just get it vinyl wrapped or something like that. So thank you for watching today. Obviously the next video will be coming, so stay locked in for that one. make sure that you turn on notifications so you know when I've uploaded a video. Obviously hit the thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe if you haven't before. Thank you very much for watching today. See you on the next video.